Hi, good evening, all. This is SK. This is our new session where we do bar by bar on S&P recap. So let's see what we had today. I'm having E-mini chart today, and as you guys see, I mentioned on my Twitter account from the beginning that I'm going short. I even shorted this here. I mentioned that I'm shorting this bounce. I even shorted here that I will be shorting this as a bounce. What was the reason? If you have seen my old videos, I always go with push one, push two, push three, right? So over here as well, it's very similar. We had a very big sell off before the market opened, and there was no buyers at all. First second candle was bear, and we saw a bull candle, but there was no follow through, and the bull candle did not took the high of the day. And I shot it here, and then I covered somewhere around this. But on the other hand side, this was push one from our bear. This was push two, and this was push three. This or this, either one of that. And after that, we saw, I also mentioned that, there will be a buying opportunity for bulls. If you see my Twitter account, I mentioned that, it's a third push down. Now bulls might look into the buying, and this is what we saw. But overall, over here, if you see, it was a wedge. One, two, three push down, but bulls were not aggressive here. That was a concern all day. Might be most of the traders might have. And other thing, after this breakout should have a follow through, and we should have taken the high of the day. But what happened? We didn't saw the follow through. Tails were there, but there is no follow through. So that means when there is no follow through, and this price action was a price action where most of the traders might have lost. If I would have traded this, I might have bought all these pullbacks and hold it till here just to get a break even. It would have been a very stressful trading session for me as well, because it was looking we're going above, but how to trade this? This, if you're buying pullback, but having a very bare price action, there is not advisable. Only the buy would be a limit order buy above the candle this, above this candle. If it goes above it and fills us up, and the stop will be below this, then we would have seen the next follow through, but there is no follow through. After this sell off, this is the leg one, or you can say first entry. I personally never go with the first entry long. This can be as long as bullish as it can look. It can go to the sky, it can go here. I do not try to buy this. So this was a first entry, and then we saw this tail, a trend line, then this is stamped. So this was push one. This was a second entry long. After the second entry long, we saw bulls were buying. We had the breakthrough. This is the push two. But after that, we started seeing this kind of a tails, and we saw one bull candle, but after that there is again no bull candle, and bears no follow through again. And bear got their breakout. Once understand, on your left hand side, all we are looking at is bullish price action. Now we are way oversold. There's bulls buying for any reason. When there is no follow through buying, bulls got disappointed. With this breakout, it will be at least 2 to 3 leg down, at least 2 to 3 pushes down before the bulls will come back in the picture. Same thing happened with this breakout. We saw push one. This was a short push two. But with this push two, we kind of made a bottom over here as well. I did not draw the trend line, but this is a bottom as well. Push two, push three. This push, this was a buy. This push two was a buy if we had seen the follow through. But no follow through means no buying. The reason is we are looking at very bearish price action on our left hand side. We gapped down. We took the support. In a as well in a weekly chart, we took 2 week support. In a day. So this was all bearish price action, all bearish mindset. With that all, no follow through for the bulls. Definitely, we're looking more bearish here. Then push three. With this push three, we saw that there is a consolidation going on, like then the bears trying bulls trying to look for their breakout. This is a second entry long. Like this was the first entry, this was the second entry long, but with the second entry long, we what we are looking at is, again the tails, like again tails, again tails. Then this is a breakout, what we saw the bear breakout here. Any breakout tends to give us at least 2 to 3 legs, 2 to 3 pushes. So this breakout gave us three pushes. But if we realistically see, it was the money was made in first 2 pushes. The third one was just a break even. Similar way, there was a breakout when, like bears might have seen that, bulls are not getting any follow through here. They might have shorted and we saw the breakout. Now the bears, the shots only will come after a second or third aggressive push. So after this breakout, we saw push one. This was the push one. We saw kind of a pullback. This was a breakout pullback buy. There was a push two. There was a buy. There was a push three, but push three has a big tail, and push three is almost at the high of the day. Like we poked through the high of the day, and we closed below that. So after this push three, this was not a buy. So overall, at the end of the day, if you see, like there are very similar setups most of the day. That's what we trade. We see push one, push two, push three, and that's a either bear flag or a bull flag, which, or we can call it wedge, or you can call it triangle. Just call it anything. It should make sense. It should able to make you money. Like on the other hand side, after this kind of a sell-off, all bear candles but tails on the bottom, we saw this kind of a bounce. But I prefer not to buy the first bounce, when I see more than three bear bars, like. And after this we saw the three bear bars, but you see this tail, second and third. After the third entry, this was a buy. This was a buy for the breakout with the stop over here. No follow through. No follow through means whenever there is no follow through buying, bulls like you and me will be disappointed. Whenever there is no follow through selling, bears like you and me will be disappointed. So we will see the price action. We will see the price towards the other side of the trading range. Other side of the price action. So that's what we saw here. So overall, if you see, there are many. We do not have to trade every candle. Every candle is not tradable. It is tradable. You can trade 1 minute, 2 minute chart, but we are here to make money. One setup. There's a friend I have on Twitter. Like he's from Germany. He sent me a picture of this in the message, and he said, SK, like this is the setup like we always see, and that's right. Like this is a second entry long, and this is push one, and like if you would have traded here 1836, you would have got out about 4 points, 4, 5, 6 points. Like for anybody who is trading EMINI, we have to understand, even there are traders who try to scalp for 1 to 3 points. We are not looking for $1 move, $2 move, $3 move. Like in S&P, what we are looking for is a good setup. High probability comes only with scalping. Like oh, you can also take a swing. This at open, it was a shot. Like you would have covered here. Like that's okay. That's fine too. But for me, it becomes more stressful when I'm holding a swing trade. I like to trade a few setups. Like over here, I was shorting. I shot this, I covered. I shot this, I covered. So basically, what I look into is as a very simple simple trades. When there is a setup, when there is a third push and third push failure, I go opposite side. So I look for those kind of setups every day, in and out. I hope this video makes some meaning to you guys. So see you tomorrow morning. This is a recap. Maybe you look in a different way. As long as it's making sense to you, as long as it's making meaning to you, as long as it's making money to you, you should stick with yourself. Get master on your own setup. The money is to be made from this. Stock market is the market where we do business of different businesses. This is the best way to get financial freedom if we are disciplined and committed enough to learn, and sky is the limit. Good luck, everybody.